Yo. What's going on, guys? Just in the nick of time, I cleaned up my my stash a little bit, as you can see by the mules. What's going on, Ryan? Just finished the last assassin vid. I saw your comment, brother, and thank the Lord for you. Dude, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. You have told me about the tombs being on the left every time, and every time I think I go right. I think it's just when I'm recording, I'm in the mindset of just like making it happen, and I completely forget all logic. But I promise you, next time, I'm gonna try to remember. What's going on, Trace? How you doing on this beautiful Saturday morning? The weather's actually nice. It's not snowing. I'm not gonna have to shovel, which is beautiful. It's been a nice, calm week in terms of snow, thank God. But it's been freezing. Like, the wind hurts your face type freezing, you know? Not fun. I moved out a bunch of the amethysts, a bunch of the jewels, and a bunch of the runes, because we're just kind of getting crazy on those. But we do have lots. Bit better than yesterday? Ah, good to hear, good to hear.
What do you
Yeah, it's no fun being sick. Definitely not. I had some really important stuff to do at work this week, so I couldn't take any time off, and it was... it's not fun having to shovel when you're sick, and then you go to work when you're sick, and it's just not fun. Yeah, honestly, Ryan, I think, like, I'm gonna try to keep it in my head to just go left. Go left. Always go left. Like, no matter what, just go left. It seems to be the secret. Alright, so the stash is, like, kind of cleaned up. Because this was full, this was full, this was full, and this was full for a while. So it was really, really crazy. But still need to go through a lot of this kind of stuff. I just, when I get into the lower Kurast, it's all I want to do, because I'm like, I don't want to waste my time. Yeah, Ryan, exactly. So even if I'm doing it on the wrong maps, chances are, for the most part, it's going to be better than what I do now. That's how I'm feeling about it. How's your farming going, Ryan? You've been making some good progress on your sorceress lately. You got some good gear. You got your MF small chump. You get some good runes. Lower Kurast seems to be paying off for you. Your time is probably improving too. I remember when I started it was super slow, but obviously as you get comfortable with telekinesis and just your specific map, you get really quick. The only downside I find is that sometimes you get so quick that you get into this flow and then items start dropping and you have to go back for them. That's the only thing that's a little bit annoying to me. You haven't done any more yet? Hey, 120 runs and you're at 2 ist and a pull and a 7 MF charm? It's not a bad return on your investment of time, you know? Like, even if you were like, you know what, I'm done, and you just finished up now, that's still pretty good. You got your time to about 40 seconds? Yeah, 40 seconds, I think when you're picking stuff up and you're really taking your time, especially, like, I'm not sure if you're using the loot filter, but before I was using the filter, that added a good 5 to 10 seconds to my runs. But 40 seconds isn't bad. I find that when I'm doing these runs offline, if I find nothing, I can do them in 20 seconds. If I find items, it's usually between 30 and 35, so. Oh, at least you're not bored yet. It's all that matters. The more you do, the more you find. We're doing all right on this one. I actually, spoiler alert. I found a low rune yesterday. So we're up to Mal, Ist, low, Ohm, few lifers. So I mean, yeah, we've done 2100 runs, but it's been pretty rewarding. And the low rune is nice because now that means that we either need 1 Bur rune, or 2 Sur runes, or a Sur and a low, and then we can cube the lows, cube the Surs. I'm not dead set on just finding burrs and using only those, so we got options. Using a filter but you don't like it? Okay. Yeah, I've seen that one that changes the colors. Yeah, whatever makes it obvious to you. Just for, especially for lower Kurast, you want something that's going to make it so that when the items drop, you can just give it a quick glance and you know exactly whether you need to stop or carry on. Yeah, 25-second run. Not too bad. It's about the regular speed for when I'm not finding anything. Obviously, it's faster when you don't have to pick anything up. And that's with doing all the poppables too, which is really nice. The poppables got me my own moon, so I believe in them now. I have earned my respect. This is the first thing, I mean, we're at 8,000 runs now overall on the account. That's the first time I've gotten a high rune off of a poppable. 8,000 runs to get a single high rune off a poppable. So, I'll let you do the math on whether or not that's worth your time. Hopefully we can get some beams today. Hopefully. I have about 3 hours, so. Best thing about the loot filter with the beam, yeah. Exactly, Trace. That's my favorite thing, because, I mean, we were talking about this before. Somebody was saying that there's a maximum of 20 items that can show up when you press Alt. The loot beam shows up regardless. So even if you press Alt and you don't see the rune, you know it's there, and you can go looking for it. And even if it pops outside of the hut, you see the beam and you're like, wait a second. And we've had that at least twice in all of the lower cross runs I've done. At least twice something is beamed and I've been like, I don't think I would have saw that. Yeah, Ryan, if you didn't check out that Reddit link, you gotta check that out. The load times make a huge difference. Massive. Especially when you're going, like, because lower cross, it's more efficient to go to Act 4 when you're done. The load between acts is obviously a lot longer than just between maps within the same act. So that's probably where you're hitting the most of a block. Like when you go here, you're switching from Act 4 to Act 3. So it's slow. And really that's all you do with lower cross. Is switch acts, so. I wish there was something you could do about where you load into the acts. Like, I don't really see the purpose. Like, maybe the first time, you know? Like, when you finish Act 2 and you sail east and you come into Act 3, I don't mind showing up on the docks and talking to Mashif. Like, that's cool. But do I really need to be walking that whole way every time I join the game? It's a little bit annoying, right? Outdated. That WoW private server launches next week. Hey, brother, man, if you can enjoy it, then play it. That's the best thing about D2r. You can put it down and come back to it months later. Very likely that nothing has changed, and you can just pick up like you left off. Do it up, man. I'll be taking a break from the single player when the ladder restarts. I'll probably be playing... I mean, depending on how it goes, probably a couple weeks at least. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks of the ladder, see how far we can get in the first month or so. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can get a group together. But this one's actually happening. Last time, the ladder reset and a bunch of other stuff happened at the same time. I think Path of Exile 2 released on the same day. And I had nobody to play with, so I chose PoE. But this time, ladder. Wow, we dropped a lot of stuff here. I didn't even notice. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, if you're going to be around, as long as you... The only rules that I'll put out there for anybody that's going to be interested is if you are there when ladder starts, that's fine for me. Like, if you can only stay for like an hour, you know, so what? So be it. But as long as you can just kind of start up with us, and then maybe as time goes on, if people leave, maybe we can like fill the spot. If not, whatever. As much as I'd like to get to hell on the first night, is it gonna happen? Maybe not. I don't know. No big deal. We're definitely gonna try. I'm gonna try to get as far as we can. I've already cleared it with the wife that I'm going to be busy that night. And as long as I can stay up physically, I will be up. Hopefully it's a good launch. And not too buggy or laggy or... I haven't done a D2r ladder reset in like... I mean probably since the very first ladder. So, hopefully we can get some people. I made a community post. Obviously I'll be posting on the Discord. I'll be mentioning it a lot in my Assassin playthrough over the next few videos. So, hopefully anybody who's interested will show up. And if not, I'll still do it. Even if it's just me, myself, and I. But I don't think there's anything that's going to stop me from making a sorceress. Reset is March 7th. They just announced it last night. Pringles Man posted in the Discord. I went and double checked and saw it on the Blizzard forums. I'm not sure what time it's at, but usually it's like 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. I think it's normally like 8 p.m. Eastern because that's like 5 p.m. Pacific. So, I mean, it would be better if it was a little bit earlier, but whatever. At least that way I can make sure to get stuff done around the house, have some dinner, and be unbothered for the rest of the night. And it's on a Friday, so hopefully people can hang out, because Saturday, hopefully no work for you guys. No work for me, that's for sure. We can take it easy. I'm really hoping we get this Infinity today, so that for tomorrow's stream we can do some either Mephisto or potentially just some key runs, and we can do like a lightning sorceress or something for that. Just because I really need the sorceress torch, and the assassin should be through hell within the next week and a half, and we'll need to roll new characters. So gonna need more torches, man. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done torch runs. I wouldn't mind trying out, especially if we get the Infinity, I wouldn't mind trying out maybe the Javazon for Ubers. A little pokey. That could be fun. I hope the mercenary would stay alive. He's always dying, but no fortitude yet. We still need a good base for that. Kind of a pain in the ass that we haven't got one, but what can you do? The problem is I don't farm the areas that'll drop me a ethereal elite base. Do more cows. Maybe we'll do that on Sunday. Oh, so many options. So many things to do. Yeah, there's also a big release coming out next week. I don't know if you guys are interested, but Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out. I'm going to be putting some time into that because that'll be fun. I probably won't stream it or anything, but I'll be playing it on the side. Unfortunately, I still do not have my new GPU, so hopefully I don't have to play Monster Hunter Wilds on like the lowest settings. I heard the benchmarks were pretty bad, but it was also like an early build, so. Oh, look at that. 30, 40. If only it had like 4 more useful stats on it. Been a while since we got a skiller, but I'm loaded up on sorcerer skillers now. Holy crap. You think Mephisto will melt the mercenary? Yeah. Yeah, it'll be rough, but I just want to do something different, you know? Then again, I don't want to completely waste a set, so maybe we just keep it to the smiter. Maybe we do like trial stuff later on when we don't actually need the torches. Because I've never done Ubers on anything but the smiter, so it would definitely be a challenge for me.
Hello.
Nothing. I just get a bunch of gems. Let's go. You didn't mention it, but you found a 3880 jewel the other day? Nice. Yeah, it's a little bit rough when you find those and they don't have a secondary stat, but it's still useful in the early game. Like, throw it into something if you're leveling some kind of physical damage character. You'll find a lot of those though, in my experience with lower Kurast. The jewels just, you'll roll 30, 35, 36, 39. But when they don't roll with the increased attack speed, it's sad. Chase, you would suggest the mosaic sin? Yeah, I was thinking about that actually. I was thinking maybe we just wait until the sin is done hell, has a few levels, and then use her. Because you guys have said it was basically just gonna melt Ubers. Keep it easy mode. Yeah, not a bad idea. I'll have to get a little bit more comfortable. I mean, well, comfortable in general. I haven't even used it yet. But I think we're at the level we can use it, so I think the next episode's gonna be Mosaic. Well, we'll see. Hopefully it'll give me enough time to practice just getting through Nightmare, getting through Hell. Ooh, and then we can dominate the Uber Tristram. Tiara of Frost Nova. I wish that the charges were, I mean, they're useful, don't get me wrong. Like, lower resist, teleport, there's some good charges out there. But I wish there was some way of making the charges actually do damage, so that you could actually use them for, I don't know, like actually building a character around. It'd be rough to balance, though. But could you imagine if the TR dropped with, like, level 70 Blizzard charges? Something like that. You run around using Blizzard on a Paladin. Moat tricking Mephisto. And it synergizes with Holy Freeze. Yeah, exactly. Always a low level. Never synergizes. Which, like, I understand for things like teleport and lower resist and, like, other curses, maybe life tap. But, like, when it rolls something like Blizzard or, like, I don't know. Something that, like, how is that useful, right? Frost Nova, okay, you know, maybe you're using it just for the cold effect. But I mean, that's kind of just the way it is with a lot of these items. Not actually useful. Torch Hydro charges, yeah. I mean, it would be cool if, like, charges, the abilities themselves were, like, different, you know what I mean? Like, could you imagine if the Torch Hydro charges were, like really big? Like, the Hydras that you threw out had, like, 9 heads instead of just 3. They're just, like, the skill, except on steroids. And give me more. Like, give me more than... Like, level 30 is cool, but give me more than 10 charges. Like, what am I doing with 10 charges? It's like two fights with the Hydra. Oh, man. Like, honestly, not bad. But I don't think we use those. We do have some good claws, and I think basically whatever we don't find by Monday, we'll just have to use what we have. But I have a lot saved up. Yeah, a mod that repairs charges, that'd be pretty good. Again, it would need to start with like 90 charges or something like that. Oh, a unique ring. I've never found a unique ring off of lower Kurast before. Could you guys imagine if this is the one ring? Ah. Nature's Peace. Honestly, like, not bad, though. Not bad. If you're looking for that item as a grail item, that'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, Ryan, there should have just been O skills, you're right. Yeah, I think... I mean, yeah, just because these items that roll charges, they typically don't roll other good stats, like, for the most part, right? So, I mean... Why not just make them O skills? Because you'd be giving up a lot. And then you'd have the ability to supplement them with other skill points from your gear and actually make them maybe a little bit viable. I think even if they were O skills, they'd still be completely overlooked though. Like, nobody would use them. Unless it started to become stuff like we were talking about, like Leap, or just like other really fun abilities. Yeah, Trace, you're right. That's the thing. It'd be really hard to balance. Like, if you could just get any ability on any character, then there would just be one class probably. I mean, you'd play a paladin with max conviction, and you have your meteor blizzard charges that are now O skills that synergize. Something like that. Yeah, without the synergies, you're right. But I don't know. I guess it depends on the skill. There might be some skills where if you got enough, like, plus the skills, that it actually would end up being pretty strong. But yeah, I don't really know if I could see it being stronger than just using the class. It'd be kind of fun to play, like a Blessed Hammer Barbarian or something. Yeah, Blizzardness energies. It might be okay if it was just like for the early game. Like maybe not an endgame type thing. But like I said, like you start with a Barbarian and Mephisto's kicking your ass. You just moat trick him with Blizzard. And it takes you like 6 minutes, but you can do it. That's what matters. Yeah, you're probably right, Ryan. I think especially without cold mastery, right? On the other hand, if you could get items that would give you O skills to the synergies, well, no, it still wouldn't matter because it would take hard points, right? Yeah, it still wouldn't matter. We need a brand new game. We need to rethink the entire game. Maybe we start making it the daily double Diablo 2 Resurrected mod. We could call it Diablo 2 Redailied. Think it'd be cooler to use charge skills to defeat immunities than Thunder Charm just breaking them all? I feel like that'd be even slower. Like the Sunders already make it pretty hard. Like if you don't have really endgame gear to lower their resistance further, you're trying to kill something with 95% res. Now, picture that versus just like a level 3 blizzard from an item. You know what I mean? Both of those just sound horrible, dude. With the daily high rune? Yeah, Chase, absolutely. I mean, there'd be the daily rune word that would be made out of 3 new high runes. What's up, Big Steve? You can't wait for a low rune so you can make a grief? Absolutely. I'm right there with you, brother. When we got our first low, when we made a grief, man, the difference between our damage was night and day. That shit is crazy. Good luck, man. If you don't lower Kurast, you find one in no time. And if you're playing online, you could probably trade for one pretty easily. You got this. I got real lucky. When we were doing lower Kurast for the very first time, we found a low rune on our 50th run. 50 runs and we got a low rune. It was beautiful. Majestic. We made a grief very soon after. Oh, Ryan, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You're talking about, like, just for, like, a really casual player who's just trying to get through the game. Yeah. In that case, I do wish that maybe the charges could be a little bit more powerful for that. Isn't low rune the rarest in lower Kurast? Let me double check. I'm interested. Hold on. So, when you're playing on player 7, low has the same drop chance as Burr. There's two chest sequences that'll drop Burr and 2 that'll drop low. So if you wanted to, this is not necessarily how it works, but if you wanted to, you could think about it as when you hit a low, you missed a Burr, kind of. Or you had exactly the same chance of finding a Burr, which is kind of sad. But if you need a low, then it's happy. Yeah, Big Steve, if you're looking for a low rune, specifically, and you don't care about the other runes, you would actually be better off playing on players 3 or players 5. You'll have twice as likely the odds of finding a low rune. Simply because of how the chest dynamic works in lower Kurast with the players count. But for us, specifically, we need those Burr runes, those Sur runes, so we're doing on player 7. Yeah, Ryan, that was my main thing. Heart of the Oak, call to arms. Like, if you can get a Vex rune and a Pull rune, and then you get that Malist Ohm, you're gonna be way ahead in the game, and then you can leave Lero Kurast behind. If you don't want an Enigma, you're pretty much set at that point. I mean, the low rune could be nice for 42 for your Mercenary if you wanted, but you don't really need too much else.
I can't carry anymore.
No worries, brother. Thanks for being here, and I wish you the best of luck. Find that low rune. We're coming up on almost the basically the drop rate for a burr rune, so I'm really hoping within the next like 500 or so runs we can find a burr and just be done with this. Listen, I'm not saying I hate lower Kurast. I'm just saying I think that lower Kurast and I need a break. We need a little bit of space. Nothing from the little small charms. Unfortunate. I'm so speedy when I miss the chest, it's not even a problem. We cast that telekinesis like 30 times a frame. It's a beauty. I think the Diablo 2 ladder reset is probably going to coincide pretty nearly with the 500 sub stream that I was planning, so we might have to put it off for a week or two while we do ladder. Just a timing issue, no problem. Still get her done. It'll give me some time, because I think like once we hit the 500 mark, you have to like apply for partnership and all this stuff, and it can take some time, so I might wait for that. And then we can do like, we could do more goals that way, like membership goals and stuff like that. I still got to figure out what I want to do for all of that, so that I can provide maybe some additional content for members. I know some people, like, they just kind of say, hey, if you want to be a member, that's cool. Appreciate the support, and it's just basically a way to support. But I want to come up with something that, like, there's a little bit of a benefit, you know what I mean? More than just the little icon that you get in the chat. We'll see. I'm just excited to hit a huge milestone. There was somebody posting on Reddit the other day asking, hey, do you guys even celebrate 500, 1,000, all that stuff? I was like, why not? Everybody should. Yeah, Trace, the players count mechanic with these chests is a little bit wacky. It doesn't make complete sense, but it's just because it's not like regular items, like, you know, players count, drop chance, like that's what we're used to. But really, it's just about like the seeds of the chest and what they can all drop. So there's 65,000 different collections of chests. The players count just changes what those are. It's not directly tied to like rarity. Really weird. Like when I was doing, I remember when I started, I really wanted, what was it? Well, I was trying to decide between players 5 and players 7, because on players 5, there's actually a higher chance for burr runes, right? But then I was thinking, but you know what? If you divide the burr runes and you count them as Sur runes only, then overall the chance of getting a Sur rune is higher on player 7 than it is player 5. And in my mind, it was like, what are the odds? Burr rune versus Sur rune. You're more likely to get 6 Sur runes than 3 burr runes. So we did the old cube. It's only a small benefit. Yeah, exactly, Trace. Yeah, so you're opening 6 chests to run, because you have 1 and then 2 and then 2 and then 1. And then the chances are 2 in, let's see, so 65,534 divided by 2, so your chances are 1 in 32,767, and you divide that by the 6 chests that you open, and it's 1 in 5,461. And then you multiply that by the 40 seconds on average, and you divide it by 60 seconds per minute and 60 minutes per hour. You're looking at essentially 60 hours to get a burr room. But at the same time, you have 4 times those odds to get a Ser rune. So by the time you get a burr rune, chances are you also have 4 more Ser runes, and boom, there's an enigma. That was the way that I did it in my head. Yeah, exactly. And then everything else too, right? Like in that same time, you're probably gonna find like 4 or 5 goals. You're gonna find like 2 or 3 Vex. You're gonna find 2 or 3 Ohm. You're gonna find a low. So, but it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time to commit to just runes. Like you're not finding much else other than, you know, charms and jewels. But yeah, then you take somebody like Sir Fox, who is doing all rune words and lower Kurast. You're just hundreds of hours, hundreds and hundreds of hours, even with cube and everything up. So I think if you wanted to get a Zod, you're probably talking like what, like 600 to 1,000 hours of lower Kurast. Better off doing Terrazone Andy. That's what I say anyways. Yeah, that guy is a madman. He's crazy. He's a lower Kurast fiend. He's the only other Diablo 2 YouTuber that I've ever seen in my chat. He came by one time, months and months and months ago, and saw that I was doing lower Kurast. Gave me a couple tips. Way back in the day. An inspiration. And no beams yet, no beams. 2190. I don't know what we started at. 2130 or something like that. Not that many runs. Hopefully off of this we can get our 35% spirit. We have so many spirit sets now. We have spirit sets, we have insight sets. We're going to be doing a bunch of crafting when we're done. We're going to have, I think we're going to have enough for like 150 caster amulets. So hopefully we can find something insane off of that. We should be able to do another round of Grand Charm rerolling as well. And then as soon as we fight a Diadem, we can throw that in Charcy, and then we have enough Perfect Skulls to reroll that bad boy for a while. So we got lots more coming. Even once we have the Infinity, we got lots more to do. Huh. This is my 5th unique Greater Talents. At this point, I'm just hoping for something close to perfect. We have so many. Bad roll. Always a bad roll. The closest we have is like one... I think we have like a 191. Ironically though, everything that can roll on those I don't even care about, because I'm just using traps, so. We don't care about that damage, we don't care about that lifesteal. Care about none of it. It's always cool to find a unique off of a rack though. Okay. 2200. Hopefully before 2300 runs, we can find another server. It's ironic that in my head I'm thinking, oh yeah, one more low rune and we can get a Sir. Meanwhile, the low rune is the same odds as the Burr rune. Are you kidding me? Now I'm upset. Now that I'm visualizing the fact that we could have been done, but instead we got a low rune. Damn it. And then when you think about it though, like, pretty good. The fact that the low rune is essentially one in what was it? What did we say? Like 5,000? And we got one already? These runs are going pretty well. Just a pain in the butt when you need a specific item. Lower Kurast might be the best way to farm an Reaper's Toll. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Stuff like that where you can target farm the racks. Yeah. It's not bad at all. I mean, it was... When I was doing it for the first time, I know I've said this before, but it was insane that we had the racks for Serpent Skin, so we could roll for Viper, and what's it called? Not Zakarum Shield, Gilded Shield for Hawes. Like, we ended up getting an insane amount of items. When you roll good racks, it's almost as good as the map itself. Like, the racks are so important. We got blessed with this being GTs. Exactly what we needed. Roll some decent mosaic bases. Makes a huge difference. And then when like this one, we rolled the armor rack. The armor rack has nothing. It's like, just like really bad items that I'll never use no matter what they roll. So we skip. This one, Bassinet. Okay. Do not need. I wonder what it would be if we went the other way, though. Could be something crazy, but then we may lose out on the Greater Talon rack, so. Yeah. It is good for your sanity, exactly. It's like something different, right, than just doing the chests. You got the poppables, you got the racks, you got the chests, you mix it up a little bit. Oh, beautiful. A trap GC. We take those. Even though it's got nothing on it. We take that. Nice. Something to add to the list. Ironically, we're probably swapping off of traps, but... Ooh, 3 to Claws of Thunder? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So here's what I got. I got some Phoenix Strike. Some Phoenix Strike and Blades of Ice. That's got to be pretty decent as well. Like, do you use Blades of Ice? Hopefully. Claws of Thunder, Blades of Ice, Blades of Ice. The Death Sentry we're going to get rid of. And then Phoenix Strike. So I was thinking like 3 to Phoenix Strike. Or 3 to Claws of Thunder. Probably good, right? Actually, I'm going to keep all of these. Just because we're going to roll them with the cube. So on the off chance we don't get the sockets, we want some backups. I completely forgot about that. But we will get rid of the Death Sentry ones. Okay, let's check our jewels here. Nothing, eh? Okay. Nice. We take a skiller. We take a skiller. And I do want to go back to traps at some point, so it's not like I'm going to be doing Mosaic forever. We're actually on track to having like full inventories of skillers for everybody. Really sweet. Okay, we can put our jewels. Oh my god, it feels so good to clean up the inventory like that. Yeah, Trace, I know. Like, that's one of the things that is very tempting for me. I don't even know if there's a mod like that out there. But it's tempting for me to do something like that, where you don't need to cube them all up. You don't need to worry about your inventory filling up. It can be a real pain. But, honestly, kind of like what you just said, it's a little bit of a sanity thing, too. Like, it's nice to take a break from the monotony of, like, just doing lower cross over and over. You take a break and do your gem cubing, do your stash organizing. Did we miss a jewel there? Oh, it's a diamond. Looks the same on the ground. Oh, nice. Another skiller. Let's go. A bow skiller's not insane, but it's something. Sweet. We have a good amount of Amazon skillers already. The bow ones aren't insane, but they're good if you're going like the elemental bow skills, so. I really want to revisit the cold and see if we can get something crazy with that. I don't know, imagining like a 15% cold damage Ormus with like a 40-15 in it or something. That'd be kind of cool. One thing I really liked about, I can't remember if it was I think it was Path of Diablo, the Diablo 2 mod. They had copied the corruption mechanic from Path of Exile. And so there was an item that you could use on uniques, or I guess on anything, but you could use it on uniques, and there was a chance to roll 1 to 4 sockets. And I remember I was playing through and I made a storm shield with 4 sockets with that corrupted mechanic. Insane. And I kind of wished you could do something like that. Like, I wouldn't mind playing something like that on D2r. Because I'm thinking to myself, if I could get like a 4 open socket, 15% gold Ormus, and throw that on an Amazon with 4 15% increase attack speed. Like, could you imagine? Yo, what's up, Checo? Within the next 25 runs, I'll take it. That's a good prediction. Let me buckle in for that. We're getting that Barbarian quick, Checo says. Would be nice. We're a little bit dry. We did just find 2 skillers, so I'm not sad, but we're dry on the runes. Maybe another couple skillers here. Never lucky, never. Yeah, some fun mechanics like that. Like, it can get a little bit old quickly because it makes characters a little bit OP right off the bat, but then again, I think the chances of getting that 4 socket roll was like 5%. And there was like a 25% chance you brick the items, so with high ticket items, there's definitely a risk. Okay, we need that beam. Oh, whoa. Beam off a poppable, maybe? It's been a little while. The monster spawns are pretty good on this map, but every now and then they just completely take over a hut. And I can't not open the chest. I always challenge them. All we need is a bourbon. All we need is a bourbon and we're done with this godforsaken place. Until the next time I find that we need some runes. Pretty decent times though. 39 seconds on average, and I think that's taking into account some really crazy long ones where I forget to turn the timer off. We haven't gotten a single decent rare item. Starting to lose faith. I mean, they're low eye level items, so the chance of rolling something amazing is pretty low, but you'd think we get something decent when the chest can spit out like 6 rare items at once. But nope. Ooh, like that. Come on. But the chances of rolling like a good rare amulet, very low from these chests. Yeah, like you'll never get 2 skills, Pringles Man was saying. So you basically have to roll like specific tree skills with a bunch of really good stats, or just be happy with a single skill. And I don't think any of us are ever happy with just a single skill, so. Almost halfway through, Checo. Nothing's coming up yet. But I have faith. I kind of want those gauntlets. I go back one. Just in case. Waste of time. The gloves can be pretty decent from lower crossed. Those 2 class skills in Amulet were minimum required eye level 88. Yeah, that makes sense. I can't remember what the eye level is here, but I think it's like 83 or something. Like it's pretty low. So. You know, they should add another unique charm like Hellfire and Annie that gives low to moderate, faster run luck, faster cast rate, faster hit recovery, and the ability to open lock chests. Yeah, something for the physical champion, or the physical characters, eh, Checo? Nice. That was good to find a 7%. Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. The ability to open lock chests like that save me from having 15 stacks of keys in my inventory. That'd be really cool. Yeah. Or even just make it, like if they can make it a mod on an item, like a mod on gloves or something, like quick fingers or something. Ooh, looks like we do have a Thresher rack after all, Trace. Skeleton key? I mean, even that, yeah. Yeah. Sune, you're talking about High Lords right there. Yeah, just buff High Lords. Buff High Lords, give it the skeleton key mechanic. And move on with your life, right? Yeah, I mean, more unique charms would be cool. I like the Sunderers, and I wouldn't mind having a few more unique large charms and small charms that you can actually find out in the wild. That'd be fun. Or even just like some kind of crafting mechanic where you could take like a blue large charm and mix it with something that drops from I don't know, like some specific set of bosses that we don't typically farm. Like, oh geez. Like Pindle and Blood Raven. You know what I mean? And take those, mix them together, and craft it into a unique. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Duriel, yeah, Trace, absolutely Duriel. Yeah, Checo, that was a bad example. Yeah, you know that guy, you guys probably don't know about him. Pindle. Very underwhelming. Nobody farms him. Yeah, that was a bad one. That was a bad one. But yeah, like Blood Raven and Duriel and like Rakanishu. Actually, some people do farm Rakanishu, I think. Stuff like that. Yeah, Trace, Duriel could drop the essence of Town Portal. Like, it's gotta be so easy for them to fix Duriel, and they're just choosing not to. Like, just fix his stupid, weird Town Portal drop table. Make it actually half decent. I wouldn't mind farming Duriel. Like, I think every single one of the Act bosses should be pretty viable to farm. Like, that's just how the game should be, you know? Rune. Wow. Really high rune we're looking at. Duriel kind of stinks. I think I did have a friend that got a Griffs off of Duriel one time. So in his head, that had validated all the wasted farming that he did. Every single time he did a run, he did Duriel, which was crazy. Crazy, especially back in the day. He must have been using map hack, because if you're not playing single player, this is online. So if you're not playing single player, how the hell you know which tomb it is? Can you imagine how long that would take? Yeah, exactly, Trace. The hardest boss to access because you got to know what tomb he's in, and the loot is bad. It is not worth your time. Like, you don't do it. Like, maybe on single player. Even then. But they really should have some kind of mechanic like once you've completed the quest, the correct tomb should glow or something. Like, the doorway should be different, or the quest log should just tell you what it was and it'll always be the same for you or something. I don't know. Just give me something. Stupid champion. Summoner and look at symbols. Does it just show you in the Arcane Sanctuary? Is that what you're saying? Or are you suggesting that? Because I would have no idea. Ooh. Yeah, it would be cool. It would be cool, but they won't do any of that stuff. I doubt we get another patch that actually does anything ever. It's just really sad because, you know, they came out, they made D2r, it's beautiful, it's great. They made some really cool changes and people were excited about it. They're like, hey, like, they're actually going to be developing the game. Nope. Nope. In Arcane Sanctuary, behind the summoner, the symbol of the right tomb is missing. Oh, okay. I mean, that's still, like, that's great that that exists, but that's still kind of a pain in the ass. Like, not only do you have to do the summoner, but you also have to, like, do math. You gotta deduce which one isn't there. You think it should be those bosses, but only when the terror zone hits them? Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That'd be sweet, Checo. It'd be really cool if the terror zones actually did something like that, like gave those specific bosses some kind of actual buff rather than just leveling them up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the terror zones. They don't need anything new. But if they're gonna add that new, like a new crafting mechanic, it would be cool if we had to kill like a mega version of the boss or something. With a cool new name, like you said. Unfortunately, I think once you get into that realm, a lot of people start to think, okay, well, now it's not really Diablo 2 anymore, and you're really changing it more than we want to, and then, yeah, lots of pushback from something like that, I think. I don't think it would be easy for Blizzard to make changes like that without getting a lot of angry OGs. I mean, maybe... see, now we're getting into a whole other slew of things. I was gonna say, maybe, like, you do it like only ladder gets these changes and then non-ladder doesn't have them. But then you're really just talking about seasons, and then it's just like Diablo 3, Diablo 4 type stuff. I don't know. Where do you stop, right? Like, where do you draw the line? Fortunately, that's why we have mods. And if people want to go and experiment that, you can play with the mods and you don't have to worry about ruining or changing the main game too much. Ruining to some people. In a different dimension, Diablo 2 will get a DLC where we can get level 125, Act 6. Yeah, Trace. I mean, that'd be... I'd play it. I would. Yeah, Chuckle, fair enough. Yeah, I was not around when Ubers were added. I think I was... Maybe I was... But I was a little bit young and I didn't really realize. Like, I didn't know Ubers were a thing for a long time when I was a kid. But maybe you're right. I mean, I would appreciate if they would at least, like, make a poll or something, like... I think the way that Jagex does old school RuneScape changes is fantastic. They poll every major change, and if it doesn't pass a 75% positive vote by the players, they don't do it. To the point where they brainstormed and theorized and crafted up a whole new skill for the game, and let the players vote, and the players voted no. And so they said, okay, we won't do it. And then I think they'd pull it again, and then it passed. But that'd be cool. But we have basically no sign of them thinking about anything like that, so. Yeah, fair enough, Checo. Terror Zone related, you wouldn't even really need to do it. Worst case scenario, if you really want to avoid it, you just wait an hour, and you no longer have to worry about it. And I don't think anybody's gonna be complaining like, oh my god, this is so annoying. For this hour, I can't farm Blood Raven like I normally do. God damn it. This is awful. Exactly, Checo, exactly. Nobody. That's the answer to that. And I think that really is the key. Like, change things that nobody's even using. That way, nobody really is affected unless it's a positive effect. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Dak? You wouldn't mind harder content? Yeah. Yeah, I think that the Terror Zone... Does it really even add harder content? Not really. I wouldn't mind, like, another layer of Ubers that is actually difficult. Like, I think that's another thing that, the Path of Diablo... I'm not sure if it was Path of Diablo or Project Diablo 2. But those mods really aim to do stuff like that, where they added, like, a really, really, really difficult endgame, arena type thing, where the boss was actually hard. The thing is it's really hard to make difficult content. Simply because, in most cases, that's going to mean a damage sponge, and people don't like damage sponges, so, yeah. But I think there's definitely potential in ARPGs. Like, you got to make the mechanics really, really engaging, They can be predictable, but not too predictable. Just readable so you can learn mechanics. And yeah, I think there's potential there. I wish. Yeah, Trace, player 16. Like, again, like at that point, you're just kind of damage sponging, right? There needs to be mechanical differences. Otherwise, a lot of people, including myself, will not feel that it's harder, just longer. Like, that's really how I feel when I'm doing the Players 8 playthrough most of the time. Like, when it gets hard, it's not like it's hard, like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to take a step back and think about this tactic, you know, like, what am I gonna do? It's really just like, oh man, I need better gear. Which is fine. But, Chucky, you're playing through Solo Self-Found offline right now. Nice, you're playing without respec. Good for you. That's cool. That's cool. You're playing full fire. We just did a full fire on the hardcore. It was good. It was good. We switched to cold when we hit Act 4 Nightmare, because the immunities start to get a little bit rough. But the good thing about fire is that you get a little bit of physical damage there too. So, yeah, we use the respec just because I'm lazy. But if I wanted to, yeah, we could just use the essences. At least we have essences in the game, which, by the way, another good addition that Blizzard made to the game, in my opinion. DD2 never played, but you know they had uber ancient special maps. Yeah, Dak, that makes sense. That's what I was remembering. I remember it was really cool because it was a huge community accomplishment for the first couple people that did it. And then like you do it in a group, and then the group gets smaller, and then eventually you solo it, and it's a fun thing. But it needs to kind of be like growing all the time, right? So yeah, fair enough, Trace. The mobs have to live longer, otherwise they can't fight back. You don't want to be just melting the screen, that's for sure. In some cases you do, but if you're looking for difficulty, yeah. Ooh, nice. You got a Skin of the Viper Magi in Act 1 Nightmare? That's beautiful, dude. That's really, really lucky. You feel so weak. Yeah, the problem with the fire, in my opinion, like your damage is mainly coming from Fissure, and when you run into enemies that don't move a lot, the Fissure damage is really low. You have to move them with Molten Boulder, and then in some cases that doesn't work. So it can feel pretty weak. But there's also quite a power spike like halfway through Nightmare, in my opinion. Especially into Hell. Once you're in Hell, yeah, it's gonna be rough. Playing through Solo Self-Found and getting through Hell without any, you know, donations from the other characters on your account, it's a pretty good feeling, because it's rough. Clean up the inventory after this run. Man, still nothing though. Still nothing. Okay, it's just teasing us. That Barbarian is coming.
Stay a while and listen.
Ooh, 33%. Not too bad. Too bad at all. But we'll never use it. And so it will become crafting food. You have a self rule right now where you can't take anything from your other characters till you beat Hellbell. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
What do you need?
Pretty good rule for the challenge. Trace, Diablo 2 is not really a hard game where you actually want to fight difficult monsters. Yeah. No, I mean, it's totally fair. I think it would be a huge change to Diablo if it started doing like Path of Exile Last Epoch type mechanics where the bosses are like and like you have to dodge and like run out of the zone, and then yeah, like it's just not that kind of game. It'd be a huge change if that kind of stuff started happening. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, Checo. I like that. I like that a lot. We're just doing it like every time we make a new character, we use the gear from the other characters, but that's just because the main goal is just Holy Grail in it. And then we're doing eventually, because we just started, but we're playing through all the characters on hardcore, without any donations at all. So we'll get that challenge. Yeah, Trace, I mean, Diablo 2 is definitely not like a mechanically difficult game. Like you said, gear optimization, a little bit of positioning, you know, learning the characters and synergies and stuff like that, but... Checo, we did the Druid. Unfortunately, I died in Act 1 Hell to the ridiculous pack of skeletal archers with amp damage and might, so I just got my ass handed to me. So we let him rest in peace, and now we're doing a Barbarian. So I still haven't finished anything, but that was my first hardcore character in like 20 years, so it's gonna be quite a learning curve. But I'll be streaming the hardcore Barbarian on Wednesday, so if you're around, maybe you can check that out. We're doing a throw barb. It's actually kind of fun. I haven't played Barbarian in probably 10-15 years. Gonna be nice to have my very own battle orders for once, not coming from a rune word. We'll see how long it takes for that throwing build to fall off. It feels pretty okay right now, but we're only in what do we get to? Act 3, normal, so. Big bow, yeah. Huge. We're gonna see how much health we can stack up. I mean, honestly, that might be the one. It might take absolutely forever to finish hell, but it might be way more possible just because we're gonna have the natural resistance, we're gonna have the iron skin, we're gonna have the bow. We're gonna be unkillable, hopefully. I'll be praying. Very little damage, very big survivability. Small train. But yeah, it's pretty fun so far. Like, I mean, I like it. I've been wanting to do the throwing in like for so long. I'm just glad it's actually working out, even if it's just normal. Which, I mean, you can make anything work in normal, so I'm not not too impressed, but it's fun. When we do the Barbarian on the softcore, though, that's going to be a lot of fun because we have so much gear that he can use. Like, we have, especially for the throwing, we got some crazy stuff. And I'll probably just fill him up to the brim with millions of gold so I can gamble a bunch of items on the way. That'd be sweet. Jack, do I have the light beams? Yeah, I do. I have the light beams. It's beautiful. So as soon as something happens, you'll know it's there. You think I could show up good throwable weapons in Act 5? Yeah, for sure I can. I was thinking about that. I need to look into whether I want to use the pylums for longer, or maybe I just switch to the throwing spears. But either way, I think we'll have some bow sticks on the swap. I'll definitely be taking my time with the barb. Like, I know it's definitely going to be really slow, but I really don't want to die again because that was like the worst feeling ever. I think we can do it. Like, if I can't do it with the Barbarian, what can I do it with, you know? I'm just glad because we used a random number generator to select the next class. I'm just glad it didn't land on sorceress, because that would have been a quick run. That would have been an easy death. Checo, you think you might do either a throw, singer, or concentrate whirlwind? Yeah. I've never done a singer before. Concentrate whirlwind is probably the most efficient, I would say. I'm not sure. Maybe the singer is good, but I feel like you need decent gear for the singer to work out. Whoa. But I gotta say, the throw barb is a lot of fun. The throwing mastery is just, like, it's really good. I didn't realize, like, I never read the throwing mastery before, but it gives you pierce, it gives you crit, it gives you damage and attack rating, I think. And then it also gives you a chance to not consume your throw. And when you crit, it replenishes the throw. So it's to the point where it's actually kind of worth keeping an ethereal throwing weapon, just because it will last significantly longer than you think. Once we get some attack speed, it's gonna be sweet. If the goal is to get to Hell, Bell, and Hardcore, it's essentially double swing till 18, then leap, and then singer. Yeah, I kind of figured dual spirits would be pretty sweet. You're not wrong about that. That might be kind of cool. I might do that into Nightmare, because obviously we're gonna need Nightmare to get the dual spirits. Yeah, Checo, the singer comes online at level 50 to 60. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. You've been involved in Twitter beefs, Ryan? What's going on, man? What the hell you got into? Trace, fun fact, Deadly Strike stacks with it. Deadly Strike, what does it stack with? Specifically. You don't need good gear for singer, not really. Just a low level rune words. Okay. I mean, we'll switch it up. I'm not locked into the throw, especially because I think it's going to fall off. But I think for normal, I think the throw will be really good. And then we'll switch to something else. I was saying it in the stream. Basically, what's going to happen is whatever gear we get, that's going to be the build that we go, right? Like, if we go some kind of insane throwing weapon, like an ethereal root, like a unique that's insane, yeah, we'll probably keep going throwing. On the other hand, if we get some kind of like crazy two-handed weapon, maybe we'll switch to whirlwind. It's going to be all about the gear. Oh, the Deadly Strike stacks with the crit? That's insane. That's insane. Arkansas baseball, Ryan. All right, man. Take a step back. Take a breather. It's just baseball. I'm sure that your Arkansas... Now, I don't know the name of the team. Let me guess it. The Arkansas Sharks. Surely that's it. I'm sure that they're doing great, okay? You got this. Yeah, Checo, it sounds pretty cheap. I was thinking like later in the game, like how long does that work for? But then again, I kind of forgot that the Barbarian could just use two spirit swords. That's kind of disgusting. And we were talking about this the other day. He's got the same faster cast rate breakpoints as the sorceress, right? So the only thing I don't like about that is how up close and personal you have to get to sing, right? Yeah. Ah, Razorbacks. I mean, Ryan, honestly, was that too far off? Like, the Sharks, they're kind of just the Razorbacks of the ocean, if you think about it. Oh, okay, so you're immortal, but slow damage. I mean, I'm good with that. Honestly, I'm good with that. Dual spirit swords, and then we just stand there, not taking any damage, and also not dealing any damage. That sounds like my kind of build for hardcore. Hey, where are the high runes at, man? Where are they hiding? What's up, Chris? Singer is safe because it puts them in a stun. Oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So as long as you don't give them a chance to kind of get that initial hit. That's a good point. Yeah, I've never ever used a Singer bar before, so that'd be a lot of fun. Double Wizzy Spike? Ooh, yeah. That'd be good, Trace. You don't need to be offended on behalf of sharks. Razorback, sharks, it's all the same. You're all cool. So you're just stunning and letting your mercenary do all the work. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, Dak, I mean, once we get to probably halfway through Nightmare, we're probably just going to be doing Players 1. I'm not trying to do a Players 8 run on Hardcore, not yet. We will do one in the future, but right now I'm just trying to get through a single time. So, it will be Players 1. I feel like pretty much any build can do Players 1. I'm just looking for something that's safe. It's going to get me through Hardcore without dying. Not bad. Seraph's Hymn. We got a unique amulet and a unique ring from Lower Kurast today. Kinda crazy. It's alright. So you can do some damage, and it's physical damage. So you don't have to worry about immunities, obviously other than physical, but yeah. Checo, what's the best item I found so far? I mean, rarest item, we found some pretty rare items. In terms of the Holy Grail progression, we have Grandfather, Mang Songs, Astrions, Wind Force. We found some really sweet items doing Terrazone Andy. If you haven't checked out the video, I did a loot video on 1,000 runs. We've got so lucky, man. In terms of the best item, I mean, I gotta say the Griffins that we found, the Diadem. It didn't roll very well, but Griffs is such a sweet item. Either that, or I mean, maybe the perfect Death's Fathom that we found. Not perfect. Perfect damage, though. So I was pretty happy about that. We're definitely going to get into some different elements on the Sorceress now that we have those items, but I just want the Infinity ASAP. So we're spending our time here. Yeah, we threw a Facet in that Griffs. It's nice. Yeah, the Griffs for sure, yeah. It's so beautiful. I was definitely the most excited to get that item. That was like... that got me pumped. But we need to find another one, because I need a better roll. Maybe I do another 1,000 Andy runs. Ah, okay, you guys have convinced me. I'm going back to Terrazone Andy, oh my god. Now we're gonna do Mephisto. So once I have the Infinity, we'll do some Mephisto, and then hopefully he can drop some bangers as well. Probably go for like 500 runs, and then switch to something else. 500 Duriel runs, maybe? Oh. The loot video for 500 Duriel runs would be like 2 minutes long. On run 450, we found a Malrune, which is not great, but that's literally all that Duriel has dropped us, so. You never used Grim Ward, but you heard it's some kind of decrep amp damage. Yeah, what is Grimward? Grimward. Let me see. Frightens away, slows, and makes vulnerable most enemies when they move within its area of effect. So it slows enemies. But what's the damage difference? Oh. For each level in Find Potion, it increases the damage taken per level by 5%. I mean, that's not bad considering you get Find Potion to like level, like what, 15? Between 15 and 20 depending on your Find Item percent chance, right? That's pretty good. That's like a little bit better than Decrepify. Sweet. Ryan, 5,000 Durio runs equals 1,000 TP. More like 2,000 TP. Come on. Yeah, I don't think there's any way in hell I'm ever doing 500 Durio runs. Not until they either buff the drops or implement the changes that I was talking about today. And if I don't get credit for it, I'm going to sue. I really liked, honestly, I couldn't sue because I'm basically copying the idea from Diablo 3, but I really liked the Diablo 3 mechanic of creating, I don't even remember what they were called. Do you guys remember what those items were called? The amulets? What were they called? Something amulets. Oh, I can't remember. Tip of my tongue. But you had to kill like a bunch of uber level stuff. They would drop materials and you could craft amulets out of them. And the amulets they were basically best in slot for like a season or two of the game. But that was a lot of fun. Usually put 20 points into Find Potion. Okay. Yeah, so at that point, yeah, it is. Does it cap at 120%? How would you hit 120%? Oh, because it's base 20. Oh my god, that's actually really good. That's actually really, really good. And then the slow is nice too. I mean, the slow has a really steep curve for the slow. Like between level 1, you start at 11%, and then by level 6, you're at 41. And then 20 levels further, you only get another 25%. So really 1 point into the Grimward actually seems like a pretty good investment. Do people not use that? Like, why wouldn't you use that? That seems crazy. And then, I mean, I'm just thinking about it. Then you also mix in something that does have amplified damage. Does that stack? That seems crazy. That seems like you'd be melting at that point. Oh, another? Oh no, we had that for a while, I think. We had that for a while. Get excited. Cost 1 corpse. So I guess the trade-off is that you're not using Find Item on that corpse? Probably don't have enough skill points for it unless you have a dedicated bow barb. Oh yeah, I mean that's a good point, Dak. You gotta have a bunch of points in Find Item, Find Potion, your bow, your main skill, your mastery. Yeah, that's a problem. The Barbarian has too many good skills to use. A 1-point wonder. Yeah, we'll have to check it out though. I mean, even if we just had 1 point, specifically for the hardcore, I feel like it's worth using. Like, just put 1 point, throw it down whenever you can, slow the enemies, give them some extra damage taken. Like, why not? Why not? Damn, almost 200 runs with no rune is very sad. Whenever I'm live streaming these runs, it's like a real... it's a real dry spot, guys. What the hell is going on? It's for the radius. Yeah. Yeah, obviously the radius is going to be a... you know, you want it to be big, but... yeah, I guess 4 is not a very good radius. But I mean, surely you have a decent amount of plus to skills by that point, right? I guess it's kind of rough with no torch, no Annie, though. I mean, that's 4 points, boom, you don't have. Mom, Bourbon, where you at? 10 skill points, you got 10 yards. I mean, yeah, that's not bad, right? Like, I feel like that'd be enough, but just thinking about it like a solo self-found, if you're using it with the Singer Barb, you probably hit that no problem. But if you're using it with something where the weapons aren't giving you points, I feel like level 10 would be hard to hit. Right? Not bad. It'd be even better if the Singer Barb did magic damage. You'd have even fewer resistances or immunities to worry about. But I guess it kind of makes sense that the Barb does physical. 6%. I think we're pretty good on MF charms at this point. Like, I think we have full inventories of 7. 1, 2 from helm, 1, 2 from body, 2 from shield. I mean, are you using a shield? Or are you dual wielding? Or are you two-handing? That's my only thing. Probably not going to have anything from the inventory at all. But again, like if you're going, if it's with the Singer, like if you're using double crystal sword or double spirit swords, then yeah, you're gonna hit that no problem. But if you're going for like some kind of pure damage weaponry, then you lose out on a bunch of points right there. Still, I think just 1 point, even if you don't have a lot of additional points from your gear, I think it's still good. Maybe you just cast a couple of them instead of just one. Do they have a duration, or like, are they targetable? Do they have health? Surely they have a duration, right? 40 seconds? That's not bad, actually. Yeah, on the Singer, the range wouldn't matter anyways. You just put it right under where you're singing, and you're good to go. I just feel like we'd be slow enough that it doesn't matter. Like, we'd be killing stuff so slow that everything would have to come into our range and kind of decrepify themselves. Thank you very much.
Not in town.
Where the house? Dude, last time we did this stream, we went like 500 runs dry. Please. Please don't let that happen again. For the love of all that is holy. I gotta paint later today, so I need some kind of happiness earlier in the day right now, so that I don't have to just be sad all day while I'm painting. I need to look back to this stream and go, wow, what a great time. What a good use of my time. Yeah, Trace, basically. Mercenary gets you that initial kill. Because you're not... There it is, a goal rune. We hate it, but we take it. Nothing wrong with a goal rune. Finally, a beam. Yes! Something. Sweet. We take it. That's the second gold rune too, so let me just add it to the ye old list. 2283. So it has been 300 runs since we got a rune. So not amazing, but we take it. Nice. Yeah, Dak, just one more burr. There's one more burr. We have, so far we have the Mal, the Ist, 2 Sirs, 2 Gull, and a Low. Yeah. So just a burr, and we're good. Yeah, Checo, I know. I literally woke up and told my wife, hey, you cool if I stream for like 3 hours? I need to find a burr rune. And she was like, no, please don't go. Had to convince her, no, trust me, this is a good use of my time. So if I go back downstairs and I let her know that we did not find the burr room, that's it for me, guys. I'm done. You're not gonna hear from me again. Alright, I've been re-energized by that beam. Every time I see a beam, even if it's just like a Mal rune, re-energizes me to do another few hundred runs. Have I Stockholmed her into liking Diablo? No. The only game that she will play is Mario Party and The Sims. She's a big Sims fan. Big surprise, right? No, that'd be crazy trying to get into an ARPG or something like that. There's no way. Which is fine. I don't really want her playing Diablo 2. She'd be doing lower Kurast runs, finding burr runes faster than I find them. And I'd just be upset. So, not really something I'm interested in. Amrune. We need so many Amrunes. Just double checking. Do we need Amrunes? Oh, it's Ral runes. Ral runes that we need. But we need Amrunes too. Get her into Skyrim? Yeah. I don't think she's interested in any of that type of stuff. I tried... What did I try to get into? She can appreciate games like God of War, and some Final Fantasy games that I play on the PS5. She has no problem watching me play through games with like a really, really deep storyline. So that's good at least. But getting her to play it herself, like we try to play some co-op games together and she's just not, like certain things that come to people who play games and have played games for a long time. And it's just like, oh yeah, like this is so obvious. Like you run, you jump, you hold the jump, you jump longer, you jump again for double jump, like stuff like that does not come naturally to her. So I could only imagine her trying to play Skyrim. Yeah, Trace, maybe I'll tell her I found a goal. I just won't tell her how much lower that is than Burr. Yeah, Ryan, exactly. That's we have a really good balance of like letting each other do the things that we like to do. She likes the trash TV. I like the video games. She a girly girl? Yeah, I mean, basically. Yeah. Not like too girly, but definitely girly enough that like when we started dating and I told her how many video games I played, she was like, okay. As long as you have time for me, I guess it's all right. We got on to The Last Guardian. What is that? Let me see. Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. No, I've never played it, so she's never seen it. Ryan, just not good. I mean, I don't think she's watching right now, so yes, basically. She can be, though. Sometimes she impresses me, especially in, like, when we're playing Mario Party. She's gotten pretty good at Mario Party. She's gotten pretty good at the minigames. Sometimes I'm like, what the hell am I playing against? This is kind of insane. You've been practicing. You've been up all night playing. Tax, video games are your secret. People think you're a super serious person. Okay. It's a deep, dark secret to have. I hope nobody finds out. I've always been big into the games. I grew up with like Final Fantasy and Pokemon. Diablo 2. As I'm sure you can tell by the things behind me. Those are my true passions. Man, I almost got my hands on, I wanted to match the Diablo 3 Collector's Edition with the Reaper Souls Collector's Edition. I almost got my hands on it for 15 bucks. And then the guy canceled the order on me. Unbelievable. I'm not willing to pay too much for it, so just waiting for a good deal. Yeah, Ryan, exactly. Basically just Mario Party. Jack, just wear a clown nose for a week straight. And then you can play all the video games you want. Animal Crossing too, yeah. She really enjoyed Animal Crossing. I think it just got to a certain point, like she was playing, I don't know which one it is on the Nintendo Switch, but it got to a point where there was not too much to do and she couldn't get into it too much, but she likes, like, yeah, the fishing game. I tried to get into Stardew Valley because I thought that would be good for her, but I don't think she's a real big fan of the pixel art. She likes, like, the cutesy art, so... To live your best island life. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. Honestly, like, I'm kind of jealous of people that can play those games. Because there's something about just not caring what the point is, you know what I mean? Like, not worrying about, like, the end game and just playing it because it's a chill game, really fun to play. You just get lost in it, right? Like, that was how I felt about Pokemon as a kid. And now I think, like, the reason I can't get back into Pokemon is because I'm always thinking about, like, the end game or shiny hunting or, like, getting good enough mons for, like, PvP, if you want to call it that. And I don't know. It takes away from it. Yeah, Trey, Stardew Valley's fishing is really, really fun. The fishing's fun, the farming's fun. I like the collection of it. The interactions with the little, like, village members are really fun. Yeah. You can never play a game that you can't win, Ryan? Fair enough. Dak, I definitely could cube up to 2 burrs. Yes. I have enough to cube up. Honestly, I could probably squish out like a 3rd burr, but I don't want to. I definitely need to keep my low runes because I still need to make a couple fortitudes that we haven't made yet. And I'm kind of just making this like, because I want to make a video out of it. So I wanted to make... Ooh, another one, baby. Malrune. That's what happens when you go dry. Suddenly it's raining. Nice. Yeah, I really wanted to make it this set of runs. Like those runes are from my old runs when I was making the Enigma. So I wanted to find everything again. Malrune. 1 hour and 51 minutes. Nice. We have so many Malrunes, it's insane. They're overflowing.
Good evening.
Good evening. Oh, man. That is so close to being good. Poison res. It's not that close, but it's pretty. Not bad. Oh, so perfect. Not bad. We actually got it. Ryan, you're gonna do 100 lower cross runs? I think you find a Vex today, man. You got this. I believe in you, and then you can make your first Hodo, and it's gonna feel so good. I remember the first Hodo. The thing about Hodo that's awesome too is that, like, yeah, the range of the roll is really high, like 30 to 40 all res. But even if you roll 30, it's still an insane upgrade. So you can be sad for a second, and then you get over it because you have an awesome rune word. That's the best part. Oh, we gotta go back for that. Grand Charm, Sapphire. 2 beams this stream, ladies and gents. That's not bad. I think the wife will allow it. You just be happy to get rid of the Aussie. I mean, honestly, the fact that you have the Oculus is pretty sweet. But I don't blame you for wanting to get off of that chance to teleport. Not the most amazing mechanic in the game. Hey, nice! Poison and bone, let's go. We actually need those so bad. Man, we're going off on these skillers today. Jeez. Let's go. The list is actually looking good today. Nice, man. Back on the frail characters, you always debate whether to go for Hodo first or Call to Arms. Yeah, I mean, the Call to Arms is such an insanely big jump on your survivability. I think if you kind of have the runes for both, or you're target farming somehow, the Call to Arms is better, because I think you can get resistances so many other ways, but you can't get bow, and you can't get the life that bow gives. On the other hand though, Call to Arms, the roll can really be sad. Like, you know, you roll one bow, it really hurts. Like rolling 30 res versus rolling one bow. Yeah. You named your necro Dr. Boom. Is it a corpse explosion? Nice. you got good names there, Tris. You should finish your grail by farming with a different character each week. Oh yeah, Ryan, for sure. Especially once we have the infinity, like once all the characters are leveled, we're definitely going to be doing different stuff. I plan, like, once we finish Mephisto, we're definitely going to farm with a different character. Like, maybe we do pits with the Necro. Maybe we do, you know, cows with the Javazon. Cows with the Assassin. With Mosaic. Yeah, we'll definitely... I mean, that's the whole point of me leveling up the other characters. Yeah, Trace Bow also does the mana. Which is pretty useful for a lot of characters, yeah. Now, Checo, you extracted your D2r for faster load times and scared yourself thinking you deleted your saves. I back up my saves like once a week. Yeah. I'm always terrified that something's gonna go wrong. Cool. On Summon Recco, Hodo might be the way because it does have Oak Sage charges. Yeah, but then at the same time, like... the bow is good for your army, too. Like, let's look at the sub. Let's take a break from the LK for a second. The Hodo gives you a level 4 Oak Sage. Right? Level 4 Oak Sage gives you 45% bonus health. Battle Orders gives you 47% life bonus at level 5. So if you roll 4 or higher, or even if you roll 1 and you just have a few skill points from your gear, you're already beating out the Oak Sage. And therefore... yeah, I think Call to Arms is just great. Plus, the Oak Sage can die, which is a pain in the butt. On the other hand, when you have a low-level battle orders, you have to use it pretty often. Not a big deal, though, especially when you get a big army that can hold off the monsters while you swap. Oh, I miss playing the Summon Necro. So much fun. So much fun. When we were playing through and our army got, like, really big, like once we finished normal, our army was huge. Hopefully we can find that Death's Web, though. I'd love to get onto Poison Nova Necro. Make myself a duress. That's why I'm honestly kind of... I was hoping that by the end of these runs, we would have an extra Sur Rune. Or not duress, Bramble, right? I think Bramble takes that Sur Rune and gives a bunch of poison damage. We have the facets now. Just need the Death's Web. You could also just wear wisp projectors and some. Oh yeah, true. Wisp projector has one too, eh? I mean, to be fair though, that's a pretty difficult item to find. And it's only a level 2 oak sage, which is, like I said, they just die so frequently. Maybe not if you have a whole army, I guess. I mean, that's fair enough. I'm not a big fan of using like charges from items though. They're just, yeah. I either forget or you get a repair or the level's just low. I mean, we were talking about this earlier. I'll just say it how it is. I'm a big charge hater. The roll can be bad on Bramble? Yeah. Sadly. For something that takes so many high runes, the rolls are disgustingly huge. But we'll just have to hope that we we get something good. We have the extra ohm, we just need the sir. Telekinesis charges. Oh man, no, that needs to be an O skill. Oh shit, Anna, I didn't even notice that was you. Every time when you and Trace are both in the chat, your little avatar things are so similar that I'm just glancing over and I always think I mix you guys up. What's going on? But yeah, the roll on Bramble's kind of crazy. The fact that it requires an ohm and a sir, and not only does the poison roll from 25 to 50, but the thorns rolls from 15 to 21, which, I mean, maybe it's not that important, but still. What the hell, man? For something that costs so much, just give me the roll for free. It's definitely not something you want to have to roll twice. We actually got some decent drops today. And I got, what do we got? Like another hour. So hopefully the fun is not over yet. Damn, gloves city. You rolled the first one was 26 and you re-rolled it and got a 50. Oh man. That's risky. That's risky. Like obviously you get a 26, you're gonna want to re-roll, but could you imagine rolling low again? Like that would just, I'd be so defeated. Honestly not bad. I hate getting decent small charms because like I don't want to keep them, but I don't want to get rid of them. $26 into $25, exactly, Ryan. I'd be devastated. No. Oh, we'll keep that too. We keep those poison charms just in case. On Rune. I was really wrong about the odds, by the way. I think earlier in the stream I was like, oh yeah, we're coming up on 2,500 runs. That's basically how long it takes to get a Rune. Nope. Try double. Gonna be a long one. With Bramble and your Death Swab, your Poison over Necro hits for 11k. That's insane. That's awesome. Ryan, have I played any of the other Grail characters recently? No, honestly, we've been playing basically only on the Sorceress. Other than like the Zon, we did some cows. But yeah, it's been the Sorceress for a while now. Yeah, I gotta switch it up. I'm gonna hit the bird before 2500. Like the way you think. Maybe tomorrow we can go back to the Javazon and do some more cow runs. Instead of continuing this. Because I don't really want to do more lower Kurast tomorrow, so... Maybe we'll do that. Ooh. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? It's hard not to play the Sorceress because she's just so good. It's hard to resist, but it's like we've been talking about. I leveled the other characters for a reason. It's not always about being the most efficient. We're gonna have some fun with it. I don't think the Necro is really in a position to be farming. The Paladin obviously is good. Maybe we can do some Chaos. That'd be kind of fun. The Javazon is in a really good spot. And then that's basically it. So I'm pretty much open to using anything except for the Necro right now, because unfortunately he's just dependent on some specific gear that we don't have yet. But I think the Paladin could probably do player 7 Terrorize Kings Chaos Sanctuary, which would be pretty sweet. Yeah, the Jav Cows is fun. The only reason I kind of cringe at the thought is because we're working on the Infinity, and I'd love to wait until we have the Infinity, but like I can't always just be waiting. Oh, I mean we did 25 runs in 3 hours. It's pretty rough. It's not about the most efficient. Meanwhile, running lower Kurast at 200% faster cast rate on a good map. Yeah. Oh, Anna. Yeah, that was bad. That was so bad. But like I said in the next video, I was like, you know what? Now I do it so that when a new player comes onto Diablo and says, I'm gonna look at some YouTube videos and finds my video and sees how bad it is, they know not to do it. And that's all thanks to me. It was so bad. It was so bad. Yeah, Dak. Only 22 hours to hit 5,000 runs. No problem. No problem. I'll just take this week off of work. We'll be done by Wednesday. Yeah, it's rough. Are Terrazone cows any good? I mean, they're good. But the thing is, at the same time, like, we're not even running MF. The Terrazone does not affect rune drops as far as I know. So it's good for experience. I was hoping we'd find some runes. The one big benefit of running cows though is just the fact that we need the cow armor. Like we need it for the Grail, right? And we did find a piece, which is fantastic. So it needs to be done. Yeah, Ryan, somehow that makes me wish this definitely never becomes my job. If this becomes my job and all I get to do is 5,000 lower Kurast runs a week. Jesus. Make it stop. I could definitely do this full time if it meant doing a different map every day or a different character and doing hardcore and doing ladder and all that kind of stuff, but Lower Kurast only? Nope. Yeah, Ryan, the cow density obviously makes it huge for runes. And for bases. Like, we still need bases, so there is a lot of value in it. But we're a little bit slow right now with no infinity. I think the infinity would help a lot. Yeah, lower crust only to find every rumor for a living. Yeah, no, you know what? Because I'm a nice guy, I'm gonna let Sir Fox have that, okay? I will take a step back and I will let Sir Fox be the lower cross guy who does 60 million lower cross runs. Dang it. He'll just have to owe me one. Never do your hobby as your job, you will learn to hate it, and that's why you don't commission paint for your friends. Yeah, fair enough, absolutely. I would be really sad if I started to hate Diablo 2 because it was work and not just fun. Yeah, no, it's a really good point. Especially when you're making a commitment to somebody else, like if you were doing commission paints. Because then it just becomes like, you know, you're not even doing it at your own pace anymore and you feel like you have obligations and... Like it's a different story if you get such a big following that you can kind of do whatever you want and your fans will follow you there. That's the dream, right? But when it becomes, you know, the only reason these people are watching me is because they're fiends for lower Kurast, and lower Kurast is all they want. No bueno. Yeah, I think I'm gonna begin development on my game this week. I'm a little bit torn between whether I want to do, because I have two ideas. I have a, it's not a platformer, but it's like platformer style PC game, and an idle RPG mobile game. I don't know what I want to get into, but I know I only want to focus on one. But by Monday I'll have a decision and I'll get started. That should be a lot of fun. And then eventually there will be some videos about that on the channel, showing progression and stuff. So if you guys are interested, those will be coming up. Because I said when I started the channel that I wanted to do that, and it's been how long has it been? Almost half a year now. So I think it's about time. But that will be like one video every 2 months kind of thing. So it'll still be a Diablo 2 mostly channel. Yeah, fair enough, Joyce. Big following comes a big responsibility. There's also the pressure of like never taking a break, right? Because you never know, especially like with streaming, if you get big and then you need to go, or you need like a vacation, you go away for a week, is everyone going to be there when you get back, or will they have found somebody new? Who knows? I don't know. Could be crazy like that. I'm just happy I have you guys to keep me company while I do lower cross, because I could not do it without the company. Like, I was looking at the stream a little while ago and I was like, holy crap, we're already at 2 hours? That's crazy. When I do this stuff offline, I'm like, oh my god, it's probably been an hour. And then I look at the runs, it's been 12 runs. And I'm like, oh Jesus Christ. It's nice to have the company for stuff like this. More company than just Netflix on the other screen. How are your steaks, Anna? I still gotta make my... I keep forgetting. Expires in 2 days. I gotta make it, maybe I'll make it today. Use a good steak. Maybe I'll take it out of the fridge when I finish the stream. I always like cooking my steaks when it's room temperature. Otherwise, it's really hard to get a medium rare finish with a seared exterior. Amazing. It was a lot of fun. That's awesome. Good to hear. Yeah, that's all. Where do you live? What, I'm assuming you're in the States. What state are you in? Because you must be, you must have some decent weather outside. Or did you, because I swear I saw you were grilling it, right? Or am I misremembering? I wish I could cook my steak outside. It's freezing outside. So it's gonna have to be, I'm thinking about trying a reverse here. I've never done that before. You throw it in the oven, and then you sear it quickly in a pan. Never done that, but maybe get some good results. That's good though, good to hear. I'm so pumped for the summertime, like even spring. I went to Costco yesterday. Get some groceries, and they had pork belly on sale for a really good price. And I really wanted to get it, but I only cook my pork belly in the smoker, and I was like, man, I'm gonna have to freeze this and then wait like 2.5 months. So sad. Barbecue corn and butter onion as well. You're in Kentucky. There's snow on the ground and you were still... Okay. You still got the barbecue foods. I love that. Yeah, like if it's not like super cold and there's just a little bit of snow on the ground, I don't mind using the barbecue or the smoker and just running in and out of the house. Unfortunately, all of my stuff is under like 5 feet of snow, so just not possible this year. Some winters though, if the winter doesn't get bad, I'm smoking all throughout the winter, no problem. Bad. Man, a poison charm. I can't wait for barbecue season. Just thinking about it's getting me so hungry. Then I'll have a bunch of stuff to show you guys in the food channel. I gotta look through my phone and get some old pictures of my ribs, because for now that's all I can show off. I'm bombing 30 degrees. Let me see what that is. I gotta translate that. F to C. Ah, basically 0. Yeah, I mean, it's been negative like 14. Let me see what the weather's like, because yesterday was really cold. I think it was like negative 10 yesterday, which is 14 for you guys, so it was freezing. Yo, what's up, Blue Hoodie son? Gotta be Adderall involved here. Yeah, lots of coffee. Stimulate with the coffee, and the chat keeps me sane, because otherwise, yeah, lower Kurast is a it's a drag. This is the second time we're doing runs. The first time I was up to like 6,500 runs, so we're closing in on 10k runs on the account. But we need that infinity. We need it bad. Ah, war cries. We'll take that. If we decide to sing. Yeah, I saw the enchiladas as well, Anna. That looked fantastic as well. I'm loving it. Keep it up, guys. I love the food pics. If you guys are not in the Discord, you gotta get in there. We're having a great time over there. Quick little plug. Too bad. How's our gems doing? Are we almost ready for a reroll session? Let's see. Let's take a look. Does this still work? This should work. Yes. I gotta make it HTTPS though. Because I don't think... Yeah, I don't know if the link will even be allowed. Probably will be because he's a mod. Little bot mod. Yeah, how we doing? We're still really far from a reroll session, unfortunately. Yeah, no Shark Girl pics for a long time, yeah. That's probably why everyone's so happy. You can't, don't talk about it though, that's the thing. The more you talk about it, they come back out. I almost forgot about that. That's hilarious. Come on, more high runes, more high runes. Yeah, what have you done, Anna? What have you done? What do we got? 2350. Not bad, honestly. We did about 200 runs so far today, and got some good drops. Here's the necklace, Trace. Basically, like, we're just using it for a faster cast rate, but the 17% means that I don't have to wear a Wizzy, so I could wear the Hodo instead, which, I mean, none of it really matters, but I'm glad I kept this amulet. Yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad. I mean, it's not great, but lots of faster cast rate for this specific thing. Very niche little items that we got. See if I can change this really quick. HTTPS. See, does this work better now? Yeah, there we go. Now it's a link. Nice. Man, we haven't found any good claws today, though. Or actually, I guess we did find those claws of thunder. Claws. Bam. Bad. More beams, more beams. I want to see the beams. Dak, light GC with 35 life on hardcore ladder. Well, the ladder's about to end. So that part is probably not going to jack up the price too much. You actually might be better off waiting till the ladder resets and then trading it then. Probably a lot more currency available on non-ladder. Then again, everything else is going to be a little bit more, not expensive, but you know what I mean. Gotta be worth a pretty penny, though. I don't know that a lot of my viewers play online. Not this ladder, maybe the next one. Is anybody here interested in joining the group for the next ladder? We're going to be playing softcore, of course, because I'm a scared guy. But I think Ryan already said he's interested, but hopefully we can get some other people around. Group it up. You softcore. I'm sorry, Dak. These rings are never good, and I still pick them up. Yeah, and it's the 7th. I don't think they've announced a time yet, but if you're around, love to have you there, obviously. Hopefully we can make a full group, but even if it's just a few people, I'll have some fun. I'll be streaming from the start until probably pretty late. We'll see how long I can stay up. Grab some energy drinks. Maybe order a pizza or something and just have fun. It'd be a blast if we could get through hell. I mean, that'd be insane. I haven't done a ladder reset and gotten to the end of hell in like 15 years since I was a kid. Since I could pull all-nighters, okay? I can't do that shit anymore. But we'll see. Maybe we'll just be super efficient. But if anybody wants to join, if you can't stay for the whole thing, that's cool. As long as you're there at the start. Because we won't be waiting around. But as long as you guys are at the start, ready to go, we'll do it up. Speedrun strats. Yes, Trace. I'm going to be checking out the speedrunners. I'm going to be checking out tactics. I'm going to be playing a sorceress, obviously. Yeah, we're going to be doing it the right way. And then as soon as the ladder resets, I'm going to forget it all. And we're going to be doing it the wrong way. That's the daily special. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Disappoint. %4 gross. Gotta love that Andy proc of the Poison Nova. Love it. Doesn't do anything. Looks really cool. $23.62. Not too bad. We can probably get to... How much time we have left? We can definitely get to 2,400. 24.25. Hashtag currency reset. Yeah, I'm not planning on using any sort of like external trading or anything like that. Good old-fashioned, really terrible in-game trading, which will be horrible, but it will be natural. And we'll just see what we can find. And then at the end of it, I'll probably give it all away, so... We'll do a little giveaway on the channel, and that way once I'm done with the ladder, the items can be put to good use. Kind of like a mercenary would say. Yeah, a little bit of time to think about it. Let me know. Hopefully I can have like a set in stone list a few days before the reset so that we know who all is going to be there, and then we'll be good. Keep blue wands, daggers, and hand axes. Yeah, it's going to be fun earlier on when a lot of the, you know, a lot of the early items, the underused items will actually be good. 2 weeks to ladder reset. That should be enough time to get to 99 from 94. If you really put your head into it. Good luck. Don't die. Do not die. I don't know, man. Hardcore online? Risky. A whole lot of trust you got in them Blizzard servers. That's the only thing that puts me off of hardcore online. I could die and it could be somebody else's fault. That would hurt. You can cube up the daggers and axes to make throwing knives? Oh, that's really cool, and I didn't know that. I had no idea you could do that. That's awesome. Hardcore online is still quite fun once you get people to hell with decent gear. Yeah. I honestly would just be worried about, like, disconnects and lag and stuff. Honestly, this ladder will do softcore, but once I get comfortable with hardcore, maybe next ladder I wouldn't mind doing a hardcore playthrough. Like, that would be really fun. Especially with a group. For your ladder team, what spots do you still need? Honestly, everything, Dak. I don't really have anybody that's claimed anything yet. I just know that I'm going to be doing Sorceress. So we definitely still need, like, other Druid, Barb, Pally, whatever. Get it while it's hot. Basically feels like a group self-found on hardcore. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, definitely not opposed to it. Just, I think I need more practice on hardcore for us. But I like the sound of a group self-found. Sounds like a perfect, kind of halfway point for me. You comfortable being support? You're just gonna pretend it's hardcore? Alright. Awesome, Dak. Join up with us, and then if you die once, just delete your character, and that's that. Sounds good, man. Stupid birds in the way of my body. You gonna roll Blade Sin? Sweet. Yeah, it'll be nice to have kind of like one of everything. That'd be a lot of fun. Oh, how exciting. The last time there was a ladder reset. Well, not the last time. I think actually, no. No, it was the last time. I was streaming and I had some people that wanted to join and then they were all gone by the time the ladder came around, so this will be a good one. Yeah, I can't wait to see the Bladeson in action. I still didn't really give that a chance when I was playing it, so you have to show me how it's done. You all know I'm kind of bad at the game. You've never been on a ladder team, so you're going to be a wonderful asset. All right, Ryan. Ryan for leader. It's set in stone. You're going to be the shot caller. You're going to be at the front all the time, okay? What would we do without you? Nah, we'll have a good time. It's the best thing about playing D2 in a group is like, even if everybody's really bad, you still end up being pretty strong because you just have everybody just smashing out skills. Much better than trying to play single player and going to players 8. See, there's Anna coming in with the clay gloss set is amazing on the blade sin. I knew I heard it somewhere. Remember I was talking about the clay gloss set and everybody was laughing at me? I knew I heard it somewhere. Must have been Anna telling me that. Early game clay gloss is not bad though. A little bit of knockback. Early game anything though. We're gonna be pretty excited about all the drops. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love that knockback. Yeah, Bozon wouldn't mind it either. I mean, anything that can just knock it into a wall and keep him stunned or knock him away. Knock him right into Ryan. Let him take the brunt of the impact. Ooh. Close. Crushing blow, mana stolen, attack speed. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet early game set bonus. Probably not too hard to find either. Where are the high roads? God damn it. Unbelievable how long it takes to get what we need. You know, I was kind of spoiled by the fact that we got those servants. Because now in my head, we're going so dry. But in reality, we just got really lucky with the servants. So, I need to kind of recalibrate my expectations. Getting ahead of myself here. Damn. Man, we never roll more than what we need. We always just roll like a single skill that we need on those claws and not multiple. Yeah, Ryan, that's definitely something to think about. Like, maybe going a few levels and holding on to stat points and stuff like that. Yeah, because the respecs are going to be very, very seldomly used. We're going to have like a few natural respecs from the den, and then yeah, it's not going to be like single player, that's for sure. It's going to be a different experience. It's going to be players 8, but there's actually going to be 8 players. That's going to be the craziest thing. And we're going to be fighting for drops. That's going to be rough. Obviously, you know, we won't hoard a druid pelt on the sorceress or anything. Sharing is caring, but... Yikes. Definitely spoiled, though. That's a good way of putting it.
Greetings.
Spoiled by my maps, too. Oh my goodness. The maps aren't always going to be the same? What am I going to do? As long as it's not 5 barbs fighting over weapons. Hey, you guys all want to go barbs? It's fine with me. Oh, I've been playing on players 8 this whole time? Oh my god. I forgot to change it from the assassin. Now, what does that mean? I don't actually know what that means. Surely it's different though, right? Can't believe I did not notice that for 2.5 hours. Oh well, it is what it is. Probably did not change too much. Yeah, the high runes can still drop. I think that basically we had a higher chance at Rune for that little bit, but a lower chance for Rune, I think. But the chart that I'm looking at only specifies players 1, 3, 5, and 7. So I have to wonder if it actually does change. I thought it did. But why is this chart not showing me? Yeah, players 8, not 5. I'm honestly not sure that that changes too much. It might not. It might behave the same way as monsters do. Okay, yeah. As long as the drop changes are the same between 7 and 8, then we didn't change anything. No problemo. Yeah, okay, cool. I will take that as a confirmation. There's no way. Nothing was different. But maybe player 7 is luckier, and that's why we're gonna get the Rune in the next 30 runs. And move on with our lives. Oh god. Where's the chest? Get out of my way. Come on. Okay. He's not moving. He's not moving. Actually, he's not immune to fire. Listen, I have to do this because what if that's where the Barbarian is? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's stuck. That's why. Okay, well, that was for nothing. I always feel like I believe just behind. That's going to be the one. Oh my god. And here I was talking about how good this map was for not having monsters. Jeez. Superiority to talents. We've never hit a decent base that already has sockets in it, which is kind of good, kind of bad, because it would suck if it had 2. But it'd be nice to roll something with 3 sockets and the skills, because we're going to be taking our chances with the cube. Oh. Yes, yes! A Sir Rune, baby! Let's fucking go. Yes! Let's go. Okay, all we need is one more Sir Rune or a low rune, and we have it. Let's go. That's such a good one. And the really good thing about this now is that if we do get the Burr rune, that's great, because now we can make a bramble as well. Oh, let's go. Gotta write this one down. Yes! Knew something good was coming. Only 100 runs later. That's not bad at all. Yes. God, the sermon is such a good feeling. Awesome. Now I can tell my wife I got half a bourbon. Yep, she can't say nothing. Sweet. Oh my god, look at this. We're so close. We could do it right now. We could do it. But I promised myself that I would find everything we needed in these runs and not use runes that we already had. So we keep going. We keep going. But we did find one of the lows, so if we find one more low, that's within the bounds of my restrictions. Oh, let's go, man. Let's go. All right. Now it's like the pressure's really on, because we are one away from so... There's 3 runes we could find. And just that one drop would be the end of this. Nice. I can't believe that we found 3 Sir runes in 2,400 runs. That is insane. Beautiful. Man, it gives me like a whole new outlook on life, finding that rune. now we go drive for another 1,000 runs. Because we can't have it all. Nice. Pretty good few hundred runs, guys. Like, that is... For a single stream, that's pretty good. Hell rune. Dude, we have not found a hell rune in a while. Not. 3% MF Grand Charm? That's fantastic. Yeah, Ryan, I do have enough to cube up, but that's only if I include items that or runes that we have from the last time we did Lower Kurast, and I really wanted to do a full infinity, like, without using what we already had, so... We're gonna keep going. All we need is one low, or one sir, or one burr. Yeah, Trace, I think it's that exact same beam. I think they reused the graphic for that. It must be, because it's identical. Do I have a base? Yeah, Ryan, I have a ethereal 4-socket thresher that we're going to use. Should be good enough, and I don't really want to keep going for another base, so. We're going to double check the base's mule, though. I might have an ethereal man catcher. In which case, we will have to do a little... What would you call it? Decision making. Pair the two, but I think I like Thresher. It doesn't matter that much anyways, so it'll just be beautiful to have. And then the only thing that matters then is what's the roll? Oh, it's gonna be a big roll. But it's another one of those items that even if it rolls minimum, whatever, you know, it's still really, really good. So. I know it counts. But I'm dedicated. If we go to like 3,000 runs and we still don't have it, I might just do it. But I feel like it's not going to be that long. I feel like it's going to be really soon that we get a low or a sir or a burr. We're very close. And honestly, it's also just because I do need those low runes. Like, if I had absolutely no use for them, I would do it. But I do want to make one ethereal fortitude and one normal fortitude. So it's not like I'm rolling in the runes. I have faith. We're finding another server. Over 9,000. I barely survived. It took me like a month and a half to do the Enigma runes. Or Enigma runs. For the Enigma runes. So, I mean, at least this hasn't been going on very long. It's only been, what, like a couple weeks? Manageable. I don't really worry. I think we're gonna be all right. There's also like a number of other combinations. Like if we find, actually, now that I think about it, even if we find another ohm rune, we can do it. Because I can cube the ohms that I found into a low, and then the lows that I found into the sir, and then the sirs that I found into burrs. So we actually have a lot of like outs. But we haven't had any vex rooms. I can farm a last wish next? Oh, okay. Yeah. Give me like half a year. Give me half a year and I'll get right on that. That'd be a terribly long grind. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. I got a little bit more time before I gotta get off, and I think it's more than enough to just find one of those runes. Like, it's easy. I just gotta speed up the runs. We just need one more beam today, and then chances are we got it. I missed a small charm there. No small charm left behind. 3 high runes in one game. Easy. Easy peasy, man. Yeah, today was a good day. Even if, obviously, you know, we only have a little bit longer, so I probably won't finish. But even if we don't finish today, we got some pretty good stuff. Like, I'm pretty happy whenever we get a stream like this. Can't be upset about that. Yeah, Ryan. Last wish is what? What? I don't even know what it is. It's like jaw sir, jaw burr, jaw ohm or something like that. It's ridiculous. Let me see. Jaw mal, jaw sir, jaw burr. Crazy. We will definitely be using our first jaw rune for a faith. So we're gonna need to find 4 jaw runes before I even think about that. And even then, like, I kind of would rather make what is it, Dream or Dragon? I think Dragon uses Sir, and Dream uses Jaw. I'd rather make like an Aura Din. I don't know. That would be pretty sweet though. That'd be a pretty sweet item to have. Dream uses Jaw? Yeah, so I'd rather probably make like 2 Dreams and a Faith before I make a single last wish. Very, 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 very late into the account. Hopefully we can have one. I would love to have a last wish, but it would be the last thing. Yeah, it's a pretty fitting name. Yeah, Ryan, that's Dream. Yeah, uses gives you Holy Shock. And I think you wear a couple of them because they'll stack. That'd be a lot of fun. But I think like Tesla did probably also uses Last Wish, don't they? I'm not sure. Grief. Oh, okay, good. Thank God. Thank God. I don't be needing freaking 6 jaw runes for 1 build. Come on, Sir Rune. One more Sir Rune. Oh, wow. Look at those. If only they rolled increased attack speed instead of the defense. Wow. Those are nice. Okay, we got like 10 more minutes. Okay, we get one more beam in 10 minutes. I'm ignoring so many things I would normally pick up because I just want to hit the chests. Circle. Oh wow, damn. With some skills on that? That could have been beautiful. Come on, Ohm, Lo, Sir, Burr. So many ways. Finish this. Baby. Stupid bodies never dropping anything. Why do I even waste my time? Oh, nice! A light skiller. I almost threw that on the ground instinctively. Oh man, the lightning sorceress is going to be so strong when we're ready. I think that's the third light skiller we've gotten from Lower Kurast. Disgusting. Let's go. Okay, we can get to about 2450 runs. And calling it a day. I might have some time later to do some offline. finish her up, but lower cross, put me out of my misery. Yeah, Ryan, you did. You did say 2,500. What's going on, Chucko? Yeah, I'm still going. We found a Sir Rune, so we're almost there. We're at the finish line. It's right around the corner. Only 65 runs until I can tell Ryan that he's wrong. But I hope that he's right. Yeah, that that corner could be 3,000 runs away, but we don't think like that here, Ryan. We do not think like that. There's no way the game would do that to us. No way. Nope. Not letting it happen, man. Sucks that those gloves did not roll attack speed. So close. We're almost there, baby. One more beam. Show me the money. Is that a grand shot? Yes, it is. Come on. It feels like in my head, it's like if we don't do it right now, then we lose the challenge. It's not true. There's no challenge, but I just want it to be over. $24.41. You know what? Getting a Sir Rune at the very end of the stream is good enough for me. Pretty good turnaround for today. Can't have it all. $2,500 runs would be pretty sweet, though. Yo, what's up, Yak? Yes, sir. I am done very soon, man. You caught the very end. We got like 2-3 minutes left before I gotta head out. But yeah, we had a pretty productive stream, bro. Honestly, pretty happy about what we got. We're 1 ohm or low or sir or burr away from the infinity. Any of those runes and we can cube up and make our beautiful rune word. I'll be back tomorrow night, tomorrow evening. I wasn't going to do more lower Kurast, but now that we're so close, I just might. Because I want to finish this off, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I can do this offline. Finish it off. And then that way we can stream the actual infinity in action tomorrow. Oh, man. We need Dragon Strike, not Dragon Flight, right? Damn, that looks really nice. Yeah, that infinity will be in action every single time. Oh, Ryan, don't say that, man. You know I would never. I have video proof of everything, okay? No cuts, no edits. No cheating allowed. Yeah, Flight is the teleport for assassins, right? But the Mosaic usually just uses Dragon Strike, right? Like, is that the finisher? I gotta look into the build. Make sure I know before I roll the rune words. Alright, last one, ladies and gentlemen. Last run. And I gotta end the stream. Come on. Sir Rune on the last run. Oh. Nah. Unfortunate. But we still had a good stream. Still had a good stream. When did I move to Australia for those 2 a.m. Terror Zone streams? What are you talking about? 2 p.m., brother. Having Flight is nice on the clock. Okay. Well, we have lots of stuff to choose from. Alright, guys. That is it for today. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. We got pretty lucky, man. We got some pretty good stuff. What do we get? Let's read off the list. We got a trap, a bow, poison a bone, and a lightning skiller, and a gold mal sir. I mean, you can't be mad about that, guys. You can't be mad. All right, very sweet. Thank you all for being here again. I will be back at. I'm gonna try to start at like 4 or 5 tomorrow, but latest 6 o'clock. You guys already know the drill. I will tag in the Discord. Sounds good, Ryan. Thank you, Anna. Have a great day to yourself. Everybody have an amazing Saturday. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.